Every great city gets conquered eventually. Rome nearly erased Byzantium in 196. Constantine refounded it in 330 and put his name on it. The Ottomans came through the walls in 1453. Empires changed, flags changed, the cats stayed. You know what I like about Istanbul? Nobody here makes a big deal about cats. The Turks are famous for their ice cream. Dondurma. Thick, stretchy. I know, it's got too much sugar for cats. But I have to taste it. For cultural reasons. I'm gonna have a lick. He does that again. I'm scratching his eyes out. No one knows how many cats live in Istanbul now. Perhaps 125,000. Maybe more. Nobody invited them. They found the fish, the stone walls, the warm engine blocks, and decided, good enough. The city has been negotiating with them ever since. The Hagia Sophia was completed in 537 AD. Justinian built a dome so audacious that people spent centuries trying to explain how it stayed up. He didn't put cats in the plans. They corrected the oversight. One cross-eyed short-hair, Glee, became part of the building. When Barack Obama visited in 2009, he stopped to stroke her. Glee took the meeting, unimpressed. Many powerful rulers had visited this city before. This is how the arrangement usually looks. A chipped bowl outside a grocery, cardboard under an awning, a dry corner left open when rain comes in from the Bosphorus. Every morning, a woman in Cihangir returns to the same stairwell.
Pisi pisi.
She calls. Not a name, an announcement. One tiny head appears beneath a car. Another looks down from a wall. By her third call, the stairwell is occupied.
They must know you pretty well by now.
Yes, I know them too. This one has a bad leg. That one is mean. She always steals from the others. This one is very sweet.
The tabby?
Yes, she always waits until everybody eats, but sometimes she waits too long.
Outsiders see them as homeless cats. The block sees them as regulars. Street life is still street life. Winter doesn't care whether the neighborhood knows your name. A cat can eat at 3 shops, nap in a mosque, and still spend the coldest night under a parked car.
There's an old story told across the Muslim world about Muhammad finding a cat asleep on the sleeve of his robe and cutting away the cloth, rather than waking her. It does not appear in the authenticated early histories, yet people kept telling it. They knew the gesture. At one Istanbul mosque, the imam opened the doors to neighborhood cats during the cold. One curls against the carpet while prayers continue around her. Nobody interrupts either of them. The Ottomans gave this type of care a working system. Charitable foundations supported food and shelter for animals. There was even a profession devoted to it, the mankachi. He carried liver, spleen, and other meat on a long pole. Residents bought pieces for the cats and dogs along the walls. Some paid the seller to make the rounds. The animals were hungry, so someone handled it. In 2014, a Turkish company came up with a modern method to feed hungry cats. It built a machine that dispensed food whenever someone inserted a plastic bottle. The recycled plastic helps cover the cost of the food. Efficient, civilized. But Istanbul was feeding cats long before anybody added instructions. To see the old system, head down toward the Golden Horn.
I'm near the northern end of the Galata Bridge. Behind me is the fish market. The cat vending machines wait for plastic. But around here, the cats prefer direct negotiations.
By morning, the fish market is already moving. Cats follow the crates from the delivery area to the stalls, slipping between rubber boots and beneath tables. Nobody trained them. The route is older than the individual cats making it. A fishmonger rinses his board. Pink water runs toward the drain. One cat waits beside his left boot and watches the knife. In winter, the Black Sea brings hamsi, small anchovies, oily and abundant. People fry them, bake them, or arrange them around rice. Beneath the market tables, torn pieces and trimmings collect. This is not merely professional interest. Cats are obligate carnivores. Nutrients found in animal tissue, including taurine, are not culinary preferences. Our bodies require them. I approached a cat outside a bakery on the way here with nothing to offer. Rookie mistake. He looked at me, then moved beside a fishmonger. Fair enough. From Karakoy, the Galata Bridge carries you across the Golden Horn toward Eminonio. Fishing lines hang from the upper rail. Restaurants sit beneath it. Ferries arrive on the far side. And that brings us to Balık Ekmek, literally fish bread. Mackerel comes off the grill and goes into a crusty loaf with onion, lettuce, and lemon. People eat it standing along the Eminönü waterfront, while smoke drifts from the boats and ferries pull in behind them. Gulls circle overhead. Cats watch the pavement. By the time the bread is gone, your hands smell of lemon and charcoal. Chet Baker's recording of "'Tis Autumn" sounds right in Beyoğlu at night. The trumpet enters tired. It doesn't try to cheer the room up. I picture Baker in a corner with a cat asleep on the chair across from him. The cat wouldn't know who he was. Fame is mostly a human problem. Tombili became Istanbul's most famous cat after photographs of him reclining against a step spread online. When he died in 2016, a local sculptor created this tribute, which recreated his familiar pose. Most cities reserve bronze for generals and politicians. Istanbul gave it to a cat who liked to lounge around downtown. Today, real cats sit beside the statue. Some copy his posture. Others sniff the metal and leave. Romans, Crusaders, Ottomans, tourists. Each arrived believing Istanbul belonged to them. The cats watched from the walls. Tonight, one of them jumps onto the chair across from me, looks at my plate, and waits. Not impatiently, like a landlord.